Hey Paige, how you doing? Doing great. It's good to hear. Just got here to Scott Springs Park. First time been here. What'd you eat today? I'm doing good. Doing better now. I got here. And it appears to have full service, so happy about that. Had a fried egg for breakfast, a ham and cheese sandwich for lunch, some potato chips. Sounds good. I pretty much had the same thing as yesterday. Breakfast, hotel breakfast was oatmeal, yogurt, and they had these ham and egg and cheese croissants, which is good. And then for lunch, I had what stuff I grabbed from the breakfast. I had like a peanut jelly bread sandwich and half bagel, cream cheese, jelly. And a granola fruit, blueberry granola bar, some pretzels. I didn't know there was that many sinkholes. I'm not sure where I'm at. I think we're somewhere around here. There's a lot of sinkholes. Gotta put clothes in the dryer. Yeah, just no problem. Hey Monica, good to see you. My day was good so far. How about yours? What time is it there in India? It's almost 5 here. I'll show you that sinkhole, Monica, before I move on. It's down that boardwalk there. Pretty cool. I've never seen anything like it at a park before. See a couple cardinals up ahead. Looks like one male and a female in the railing.
We're gonna go out your place.
What's that? Electric scooters are pretty fun.
Probably got that one.
2:20 a.m. there. Old wooden bridges. I think it's just been hit with a lot of rain and getting some little moldy down here in the swampy area, but looks in great condition. I don't see any missing boards or anything. So 2:20, you're about 9 hours ahead of me. Wow. I don't even know if this is wood. I don't think this is even... The floor looks like wood, but the railing is like some kind of composite just to look like wood.
Hey, get off that cookie. Get off the tree.
Looks like cave. Yeah, it is. The sunglasses on, it's hard to see. And someone could probably go around that rim if they wanted to. Would not be easy getting in there. Probably just easier to go way to cross and climb up. I wouldn't be so totally surprised if there was like a homeless person living in there. But if you go in, you probably find remnants of a party. Looks like I can see the back. It's not too terribly deep. Snakes, yeah. Yeah, they can be. Yeah, in that cave. Yeah, they could be. I don't know, they wouldn't find any really food sources in there, so I don't know how long they'd stay in there. Unless the cave goes much deeper. What am I having for dinner? Same, finishing up. I got half a can of soup left. Some rice in there and some kind of chips or something. A little hot sauce. It's my last night in the hotel. And then tomorrow I'm heading to Kissimmee, Florida. Kissimmee. Looks like they got set up for like BMX. miss something? Hopefully, Lou. That's why I don't miss your live streams. Yeah, like with my budget being pretty tight. It's a great way to. I mean, it feels great in here with all the tree cover. If I walk back out there where I park my van, temperature probably goes up 20 degrees or more. So it's nice and cool. Walk around, fresh air, not too many people. I did see like there's a art museum I might go to tomorrow, because when I check out around 11, I can't go to the next one until 3, which is 4 hours later, but it only takes 2.5 hours to drive there. So there's this art museum here in Ocala I might call out and go to. Costs a lot of money to get in, but it'd be a great way for me to get out of the sun, stay out of the sun during the hottest part of the day. I think I'll just call ahead to make sure, though, they don't have any rules against taking any pictures or videos. If it'd be an art museum, I could see that going either way, so I wouldn't want to pay to get in and find out I can't even, that no photography is allowed. Yeah, visiting so many parks, I'm going to have to rename my channel after that old show that they canceled, Parks and Recreation. Weather hot today, not a walk in cool breeze yesterday. Now it feels really good. I'm getting a low breeze right now. Just had some rain earlier. What about you? I think it's been 2 days since it rained. Could be in Florida. Could get rain in a half hour from now. But it doesn't seem to come and go as fast as it did in Tallahassee. Low-Blolly pine? Never heard of that. There's 7 native species of pines in Florida. The loblolly, longleaf, pond, sand, short, slash, and spruce. I didn't even know there was more than one type of pine. Huh. Pine seeds were carried upon the Apollo 14 flight and were planted in several locations upon return, earning the name moon trees among them. Tea made of steeped green pine needles contains 4 to 5 times the vitamin C of fresh squeezed orange juice. Wow. Pine needles are also high in vitamin A. Simply steep freshly gathered needles in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes, then sweeten with some local honey and enjoy. It's pretty easy. So I guess that means you can't pick up the brown ones and use them off the ground. It's got to be fresh green ones. Same here, page. Chris really makes me glued and watch lovely parks and jungle without moving my butt. Get to roam around, yeah. Someone that said they travel vicariously through me, and I eat vicariously through everybody else, because I'm not spending money on food right now. But I hope to look forward to it soon. Back at the hotel, I was watching some diners, drive-ins, and dives. And that gives you some stuff to look forward to. was in St. Louis. Went to this place that was mixing. They had a pulled pork barbecue spaghetti. Pretty crazy. Sounded good. I guess that it tasted like like mixing a pulled pork sandwich with pasta, which sounds fantastic. Oh yeah, these big ones are called live oaks. The southern live oak. Crown spreads 80 to 150, height 50 to 70 feet. Trunk is 5 to 6 feet in diameter. Crowns of the largest of live oak can reach 150 feet in diameter, nearly large enough to encompass half a football field. Wow. In the South, live oaks are a symbol of strength. USS Constitution received its nickname Old Ironsides during the War of 1812 because of its live oak hull. The hull of the ship was so strong that during the battle, the cannonballs actually bounced off the hull. Wow, that's crazy. The oak tree family is made up of 400 species. You get the laurel oak. Acorns take 2 seasons to mature and were used by early pioneers and indigenous people as a protein-enriched flour. Huh. They're also food for a range of wildlife, including sapsuckers, mallards, wild turkeys, squirrels, black bears, and deer. Mature trees can drink upwards of 50 gallons of water a day. That's crazy. Be back later stuff. I got something to do. There's no problem. Catch up with you. Be back once free. Yeah, but when I was staying with my parents, there was a lumber yard in town, but they had this nice live oak on their property that they didn't destroy. And I took a short of it, just 15 seconds, just panning across the tree. And just like one of my top 10 highest shorts. Got a bunch of subscribers off that. Beautiful trees. That one's got a bunch of those vines on it. Oh, that messenger's page, he's leaving to 10 something. Yeah, he's an hour behind me, so 4 o'clock there. Should be out going doing something. It's different for you. It's 2 a.m. Not too much you can do at 2 a.m. Okay, we'll watch the shorts. Yeah, it's a pretty easy spot. I think it's the only one I put up of a tree. If you just sort by popular, it should be in like the top 10, top 15. Nicely wrapped tree, hugging vine. Yeah, it's interesting how most trees don't have that. My sleep is just 2 hours since my birth. Wow. So I read at night and join you in life. It's 2 a.m. Not much, nothing to do. Yeah, not much good on regular TV at that point either. But 2 hours, that's that's not healthy. I mean, there's nights I went by, I've gotten 4 hours of sleep, but 2 hours is definitely not enough. I don't even think you're getting one full REM cycle. I think a REM cycle takes 3 to 4 hours. So hopefully you're exaggerating a little bit on that. Very peaceful place, no 40 ducks around. No, that aren't, not if I was going to see any ducks here. Never had TV, don't like watching that idiot box. Not but since birth, it's like that, sleep just 2 hours. Have you been diagnosed with some kind of condition, or do you drink a lot of caffeine? But I was just reading up on sleep a couple weeks ago because I was gonna pretty much pull this all-nighter, and people were asking questions about sleep, and someone, it said like the world record was set by someone like back in the 60s for going like 11, I think he went 11 weeks without sleep. But after just like 1 or 2 nights of not getting 6 hours, you start literally losing brain cells. It said even after just missing 1 night's sleep, the next day you have heightened anxiety. It started listing. It doesn't take long before you start hallucinating. Oh, hey, Pookie Bear, nice to see ya. I'm doing all right. How about you? Where you watch? What state you watching from, or what country? If you're not in the United States. Checking out this park. First time I've ever been here. Scott Springs Park in Ocala, Florida. Oh, West Virginia. Nice. Heard that's a beautiful state. I think that's one of the few states I haven't actually been to. There's only like 10 states that I haven't at least drove through. I'm thinking about maybe in the spring checking out more of the East Coast. I know there's a couple, one of those states, either West Virginia or it could be North Carolina. One of those has some good gem mining minerals, gems and minerals. I think it's called like Gem Mountain. Nah, it's probably something better than that. God bless health good. Never had fever 2 in life. If I missed the 2 hours sleep, then I'm totally like a discharged battery. I know you might want to see a doctor about that, because it said, plenty of articles I read online said we need to be getting, it doesn't matter, even as adults, you need to be getting at least 6 hours of sleep. If you've been getting just 2, I would definitely think about going to a doctor. Or at least try some, might have to change your diet, but that sounds a little worrisome. Are you taking naps during the day? Maybe? Or there's one thing in line, someone said, if I just lay down and close my eyes, does that count as sleeping? And it said no. That does not count at all. It said even 1 or 2 hours is better than nothing, but only for a short-term solution. Have regular body checkup, touch wood, all great, born with that sleep duration. I did read that some people who get like 4 hours of sleep or so, if they don't feel, some people don't feel the effects as others, and that's just because their body has gotten used to, is kind of used to having more anxiety and more stress. I'd go stir crazy having that much time awake. I should get a lot of reading done though. Probably have to eat more, eat another meal or two. If I stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning, my stomach starts growling. Quite the jungle gym there. I'm like that I lay down, close my eyes, and I'm dead like a frog, and wake up totally fresh after 2 hours. It's interesting. funny now that I've got I turned off my Facebook Messenger notifications for a while because it was getting just too much spam and random people. And I went ahead and turned it back on. It had slowed down, but now still once or twice a day I get these random messages from people, and that one just said, looked like they were saying hello in French. Usually I get a couple of greetings in Spanish. I have to do these bot tests on them. I'll just respond with hello. If you're human, 1 + 24 equals, and I can tell by their response if they're human or not. They'll be like 25 LOL. But if they're like, my friends call me this, you can call me this, then if they just completely ignore it, then I know they're not human. Usually in India, after sunset, people don't eat. Maybe a glass of milk at night. These days with work, etc., some dine after 10 top. And late night working people do munch snacks at night. Yeah, I read that actually having cereal with milk is actually, before you go to bed, is actually a good way to help lose weight if you're trying to. Because milk has well, maybe not all milks, but like dairy milk has protein that takes hours to slowly work through. So it actually slowly keeps your digestive system going or while you're sleeping. Yeah, there's different types of protein, like there's whey protein. If you're trying to build muscle, I take that. I think milk, it's called casein protein. I might be saying it wrong. Lovely place, light and dark because of the tinge trees. Yeah, it's a nice variety. Huh. There's a twig sticking in the water down there that definitely didn't look like it fell natural. It's got like a fork in the end and looks like small chance it fell and stuck in the ground like that, but it looks like someone stabbed it down there. I do see a flip-flop, so it's a footprint. Some people have gone down there. Looks like it's so shallow though that not too dangerous, but those rocks are pretty sharp. Kind of curious how far back that water goes. Looks like it might just stop there, but it's hard to tell. Oh, there is. Wow, there is like, I don't know if I can zoom in, but there's like 2 big fish. I don't think there's gonna be any fish in there. It's right underneath that one vine. There's one, you probably can't see them. There's one like directly underneath that, and a little farther back there's like 2. It might be trout. But they look to be at least a foot long. There must be some sort of underground spring that feeds them. Pretty big fish for this little. I mean, it's only like, looks like it's only like 2 feet deep out there where they're at. They were definitely, it's like 2 very big trout. Might be speckled trout. This cave place is dangerous. It's around 8 years Indian to eat cornflakes with milk. Mostly it's of homemade snacks or paratha, form of roti. That sounds good. Now that ain't much of a cave. I just posted a different video 4 or 5 days ago of some real caves. Florida State Caverns. I'd be more worried about if there's someone in there, humans in there, they would not be happy to see you. From Missouri, where we had at the Ozark Caves. There's this place called the Bathtub Caves, which is cool. It looks just like this rock bathtub up against a cliff wall. You gotta walk up to it and you look down, and then at the bottom of the bathtub, there's just this big slot. You gotta get down on your belly almost. Slide through. You can't. It's not even tall enough for you to be on. Crawl through on your knees. You gotta get down on your belly and like crawl on all fours. Went with my mom when I was a kid, and with her claustrophobia, she couldn't even go in. She let me go in because I was with it was a guided tour, so there's a guide and plenty of the parents, and I wasn't that young because I remember it. I don't remember it being very far either. I think I might have heard it though that they might have shut that cave down. Might have got too much rain and became dangerous. Love those old wooden bridges. Hey Monica, how was your day? Low oxygen. Guys in such places, a good idea. Yeah, I've never been to any caves that didn't have guides. You could probably find some, but they'd be pretty small around the United States. It could be pretty hard to find any real caverns that aren't in like a state park. Nothing there. We do one more loop, and it should be an hour at that point. Then I think we'll go head on to the next park. I found a different park that's open later than this one. Is it hot there, Stuffer, now? 94 after the rain? I normal. I'd say it's in the feels like it's in the 80s. If I went and stood in that parking lot where there's no cloud cover, it's probably in the around 93, 94. But now that I'm under by this tree cover, it feels like it's in the 80s. Cool. Nice wind. Haven't broken a sweat yet. Been to caves. India has amazing caves, so that's cool. Well, maybe sometime you might be encouraged to put that on your channel. I'd love to see that. Where are you from, Monica, if you don't mind me asking? Mumbai, Raku Valley. I'm not going to say that word because I'm sure I can't say that right. As many foreign visitors, especially for caves. Yeah. Page from Delhi, India. And if that highest branch wasn't so, it's like twice as high as me, if not more. It'd be good trees for climbing. Or hanging a tire swing from. Nice sounds. Nice over there. It's the United States, and the state is Louisiana. Yeah, Louisiana's got some. Where you got your New Orleans, which has some of the. Known for having some of the best food in the United States. And a good history to it. I stayed in Baton Rouge, which is pretty close to there. And I had some really good food there. Creole Cajun food. I've only heard of USA and watched the videos. Paige, have ever visited India? Oak trees. Yeah, those oak trees are nothing like these palm trees. I wonder if that one's gonna die soon. All the palm fronds are brown at the top. This one's green. I've never seen one that's all brown like that at the top. Very old ones must be older than us. Yeah, those oak trees are probably older than all of us combined and doubled up. Some kind of probably dog droppings. Glad I've seen that. I've used those things at the bottom. I don't know what they're called. I guess they come off. They come off there. When I was staying at my parents', I used them there. Really good for starting fires and keeping fires going. I'd stick one of those two in at the start of the fire, and they'll pretty much keep a flame going on it quite a while. They dry out pretty quickly too. Beautiful tree stuffer. Out of India, sorry, spell error. Be right back. I have to take my dog out and feed her. Just ask you what kind of dog you got. Some lovely birds singing for Chris. Yeah, it is nice. Hearing a couple different birds. Can't identify any of them. If I was a kid, I might attempt to climb those. Wonder how. Now it's loose, but don't worry, there's no chance I'm gonna do it now. Looks like you can take them and slide them right out. A little kid could probably climb up. I'm sure I'd break it with my weight. We use these leaves and make small boats, baskets, and hand fun camp activities. Oh yeah. Yeah, probably a nice variety of things you can do with those. Yeah, my mom's got a stack of them at her house. She's gonna use. She was talking about using some of them to. She's gonna paint some things on them. She's seen on Pinterest. I don't know if you're familiar with Pinterest. It's a free app that you can go for craft ideas and recipes. Type like any kind of food in, and like easy no-bake recipes or anything, pretty much any kind of food recipes you are looking for or need some inspiration or craft ideas. Pinterest is good for that. Just remind me, I have to re-download that because I had like some a few years back. I was traveling around and just trying to pass some time. I saved some things that would be like overnight oats. Take a jar, put some oats in with fruit, different kinds of fruit, nuts and seeds, peanut butter. There's so many different kinds of overnight oats. I can make one, and if I freeze it and then put it in the car, and then after like a 2-hour stream out in the sun, it'd be just ready to eat when I got back. Have a dog? Wow, love them. Cannot have a pet. Is it because like the building you're in, they have rules against pets, or? pets are quite a bit of a responsibility. You get not as much as responsibility as kids, but they're a lot more than people may realize. Some kind of feather there. I don't know if it's I wouldn't say it's a duck one. I don't see any ducks here, but did you check out the Redmi Ultra 14? The camera is awesome. Watch the product video or shorts maybe. No, I haven't heard of that. Unless it's waterproof. I don't know if it would be something. Pretty happy with this phone, but I mean, the cost of new phones here in the States is just ridiculous. So if I get the next phone I get, I'm gonna wait until they got water resistant phones or I've never been one to have the newest and latest phone. And some people, I've had friends that like got to get a new ice phone each time it comes out. And unless you're doing that for your job, it seems like kind of a waste of money. I wouldn't mind. Next thing I'll probably get is probably like one of the oldest models of GoPro I can get because I want to get a waterproof camera I could take out, use with my surfboard. Oh, can I have a pet because you travel so much? Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, responsibility, you're right about that. Yeah, some people travel with their dogs, cats, but barely takes just the effort to take care of myself. You know, I don't want to drive around, make a hot vehicle, make a dog ride around with me in a hot vehicle. And then hotels, you encounter so many people that if it bit someone, or yeah, then you'd be limited to only staying at hotels that have pets. You know, and then what do you do? Like, if you want to go out to dinner, you know, pretty much not many restaurants allow pets, and for a good reason. But there's a lot of things, like a lot of places couldn't go to. Makes sense though if you have a home, at least an apartment or something with a yard, and you're able to give it a nice place. Pets are great for reducing anxiety. Oh, it is waterproof. It's cool. India, it costs a lot. Camera attachment is superb. For YouTube shirts, it's great. When you find time, watch the rest. Ultra 14 Redmi. Yeah, I'll look that up, especially since you said it's waterproof. Thanks for mentioning that, Monica. Oh, hey, Scott. Good to see you. Hello, dear friend, Paige. Time now and everyone. Time now's name is Monica, by the way. Beautiful name for a beautiful park. Oh, yeah. I'm at Scott Springs Park. I'm actually only going to be here about 10 more minutes or so. I've already walked the lap twice here and checked out the... But since you're here, when it's on the way anyway, I'm going to walk by that big sinkhole so you can see that Scott. And then after that, I'll be stopping the stream. I'm going to go on. I found a different park that's open later. Haven't been to yet. So is your work week over, Scott, or do you have to work weekends? Some hotels don't allow pets. The hairs and clothes and cars too. People are okay, but not all. Yeah. Yeah, I seen like, I think these, I can't remember if it was a YouTube channel or somewhere else that might be fun if I could afford it, far in the future. But like, it'd be like, I'm here at the Humane Society in this town. Whoever comes in the next 2 hours, I'll pay for you to adopt a pet. That'd be cool. Pay for others to adopt pet, so you can still rescue them, but it wouldn't change my lifestyle. Thanks always for your kindness, dear Chris. Dense vegetation, green is everywhere. Yeah, this is another lush green park. I mean, it's a little drier than Tallahassee. Tallahassee was in some kind of sweet spot. I've never seen any city as wet and green as that. And it was just crazy how, like, the first day I came into town, I went to this Asian buffet and I was like, it's so hot, I think I'm gonna leave my windows cracked. I looked to check the sky around me and I could see clear skies like all around the vehicle. And there's a lot of big trees, so I couldn't get a full view of the sky. But it was like, from what I could see, like 80% more clear skies. And then I was in there 15 minutes and I was just pouring hard rain. And every day was like that. It'd go from, you'd have pretty much barely cloudy skies to the super hard rain that comes and goes for half hour or so. These cities right by the ocean, coastal cities, that wind off the ocean blows storms in and out pretty quickly. You really don't get any storms that hang around for too long. You have any pets, Scott? I'm not sure if I've asked you that before. I'm kind of guessing. I'm guessing you don't, because you work long hours. Oh, is Paige back? Did I miss that? When you drink water, and munch a little snack. Yeah, I got candies and dry snacks, salty snacks, and water in the car. And I'll be back there in about 10 minutes. Beautiful house. Oh yeah, that little pavilion. Yeah, those are nice for family to come and have a little barbecue. Go up here and we'll show Scott Springs. Although I think it's a sinkhole. Scott sinkhole. I guess there's probably going to be springs underneath it. Those are some big fish. And here we go. Fishes. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, there is one back there, but it probably won't come through with the camera. And if I zoom in, you won't see it, but they're like directly under that vine there. Right about there. There's 2 big trout. Look to be about a foot long. Yeah, I'm guessing there's a spring under there somewhere because it's very clear water. Just a lot of like algae. Trying to see if I see any more fish. They probably hang out there by the mouth of the spring. Nice breeze coming through. Now here it feels like it's in the less of a breeze, but it feels like it almost be in the high 70s, low 80s. Beautiful view. Yeah. I thought I was going to show you Scott Springs. Show Scott Ferguson, Scott Springs. Got a little bit of information over here. Florida's aquifers, our most precious water resource. Most of Florida's drinking water comes from aquifers. Aquifers are layers of rock or layers of sand and gravel within the Earth's crust, which store and move water. Void spaces in the rocks are filled with water. They're formed under a marine environment and are made of limestone and sandshell. In some areas, the aquifer is confined by a thick layer of clay. Where the Floridian aquifer system is confined, water in the aquifer is under pressure, which allows the water to rise up above the top of the aquifer through artesian wells or any hole or crack known as a spring. It's cool. The aquifer system is replenished in a natural process called recharge by rainfall in areas where the soil is suited for allowing the water to seep into the ground. Acidic rainwater can slowly dissolve the limestone that makes up much of an aquifer. When this occurs, large cave systems may form, leading to sinkholes. Many of Florida's lakes are the result of old sinkholes. Saltwater found naturally in aquifers is heavier and more dense than freshwater. The two usually stay separate, with the freshwater floating on top of the saltwater. In areas where too much freshwater is pumped out of the aquifer, where wells may become salty, known as saltwater intrusion. Out there, I won't read all that. Good they have info posts. We get to know what we were watching. We thought earlier it must be some cave. I mean, there's a small cave there, but it looks like I can see the back of it right there. I could probably whip a rock and hit the back wall. That's a good little bit of learning we got there. Yeah, I'm going to go and stop the stream here so I can go and take one short of this. Maybe a picture. And I'm going to go to the next park. Said it was open. Said it was open till midnight, but I'll just stay there till it gets closer to dark. But I appreciate you guys watching. It's fun hanging out with you guys. Happy you read the info. Thanks. Hope to see you in my next stream. I should get there in about within a half hour, but if you're busy, I understand. Hope you guys have a great night.